Morning, I'm Madmja Tiwari. I'm an interior design consultant. Today I'm here to give a small presentation on modular kitchens. So what are modular kitchens? As the name itself suggests, modular kitchens are modules that are put together to form a particular kitchen design. These modules have accessories attached with them which help us facilitate effective usage of space. These kitchens generally have standardized floor units and wall hung units. Also, they are sized in such a manner that it suits the length and breadth of the kitchen effectively. They are deep enough to house electrical appliances or grocery items or kitchen containers, whatever is required in a kitchen. And because they are standardized units prefabricated at a factory, so their installation becomes easier. Not much work is done at site except installing the modules that come prefabricated. Some of the advantages of modular kitchen over the conventional carpentry work that we get done in kitchens is that it is superior in functionality. It is more organized and provides ample storage space because the modules are the accessories are such that each item has a unique place of its own. So they are organized and they also give an ample storage. Design and aesthetics, they actually add on to the whole design and aesthetic appeal of the residence as such. It's easy and convenient to maintain them because of the materials that we use generally in modular kitchen. They're ergonomically correct in the sense it suits the user's body. The user does not have to bend too much, too low, or stretch himself too high to reach an object that he requires. Installation is done at site, and because the modules are prefabricated, again it saves a lot of time, and because it is available in a huge array of material and finishes, it suits budget of people. It becomes pocket friendly. Let us have a look at the construct of a module here. The side panels are 18 mm thick. The back panel is 9 mm thick. Crossbars that are 100 mm wide crossbars are provided on top, which are again made of 18 mm thick boards. Carcass or the whole module is finished with a 0.8 mm PVC edge band. Shelves, if provided, are again 18 mm thick. Then the construction shelf and everything altogether is screwed with hardwood dowels, and at the bottommost portion plinth feet are provided which have adjustable height provisions of up to 20 millimeters. PVC skirting is provided to hide these legs within the kitchen. This is how we can actually structure a modular kitchen here. Here you can see that under the counter cabinets are base cabinets. Wall hung units are provided. Tall units are provided for storage of grocery items or cutlery, etc. These cabinets have drawers and accessories attached with them so that storage can be made easy. And breakfast counter could also be a part of a modular kitchen. Along with appliances go handy in the kitchen, where chimney, microwave oven, OTG, etc. are to be placed.
Okay, Padmaja, if I have to interrupt, suppose I'm your student and I have no idea about the 18 mm board and whatever you've been talking about. So how would you help me to understand?
I can get samples of board thicknesses and all. Also, in one of my slides that are coming up, I have given the materials used, how these various materials are formed.
Okay. How do you think it is by looking at PPT, millers to be able to understand whether it is compressed board or it is a wood or whatever.
Samples can be shown to the students.
So would you like to show those samples in the class, or would you like to take them outside? What would be your plan if
it depends on the kind of samples that need to be shown to the client. If they can be brought to the in this case, the board samples are really very small size, and they can be brought to the class and can be shown to them. Otherwise, I can guide them. They can themselves go and have a look at a place where they can see what material we are talking about.
No, but how would they know that whatever they're looking at is right or not?
Right, yeah. I can take them along for a survey sometime or for a market research kind of thing.
Okay. And which level would you think this should come in? This as a subject of understanding of material should come in? If the course is about 6 semester or a 3-year course, which level do you think? Whether it should be the first year or second year?
Basic material, we can introduce basic materials to them right from the beginning, because it will also help them up in design process. Like if they are doing a residence or they do not know what materials they can use and all, basically they can start, we can give them some knowledge of material from the initial stages itself. But to know further details of what is going on in the market, or how innovative things are, or how better things are getting up, so we can pull them through second year, or maybe because after third year they go for internship, they actually get to know a lot of what is available.
And otherwise also there's a lot of material change every year, every minute.
Right, right.
And if supposedly you have to talk about sustainability to the students, how you feel it is, how important it is? I mean, talking about sustainability or taking care of the environment, do you think it is something very important that all the students must learn as designers while going back to the industry and giving back to the society?
Sustainability, you mean the environmental?
The hazard, like rather than cutting the wood, if we can use compressed
yes, it is important.
Also, but not using plastic again and all that.
Right, eco boards are there, and we can emphasize on them using such material for designing furniture or for anything, for partitions or furniture, etc. So that we don't harm the environment much. As designers, it is also an onus on us to be using eco-friendly material.
Okay, I think we have understood that you have the capacity to convey your thoughts and explain it to the students. Only the second level would be if everything goes well, then we will call you for a demo class with the students.
Okay.
And after the feedback of theirs, then we will finalize the things with you. Yeah?
Okay.
So if we can just run through your PPT.
Yeah. So this is a typical section of a modular
and
kitchen.
how much time would you take to join us? Because we are looking for January sessions, people to join us from
January. I have a project that is almost over. It's at its finishing stages, so I need a one week or 10 days.
So you comfortable joining
from So when we start having a look at this typical section of module, we start from the skirting level, from the floor level. Legs are provided and they are covered with this PVC skirting, over which there is a base cabinet. And on the crossbars, we place a marine ply. Full cutout of a ply is placed on which the granite top comes and rests. We also have to give a backsplash which should run across the kitchen. Over that we have tiling or at the dado level, and wall hung cabinetry on above this. So if there are any lights or over counter lights that we are providing, we need to give a small pelmet that should run across the lighting.
So you will be able to do this layout on the sheet and tell them how to go about it. Rather than using a computer, we can do it with this help of the grids and the scales.
So this is how we should go about planning a functional kitchen.
We can just go through fast.
Okay.
Slides.
Okay. So this is planning a functional kitchen, how we should, different popular shapes of kitchen, and these colors represent how we should place our, how accurate we can be in placing our things for storage purposes.
So
like
as per you, there should be about 4 colors in the kitchen?
No. This is not the color scheme.
Okay.
Through these colors, I've tried to explain where the food storage should go. Yeah.
Okay.
And food preparation, like whatever is required for preparation of food, or pots and pans should be placed near the hob. Cleaning agents should be near the sink. And china and cutlery could be near the breakfast counter, or it could be in the wall hung cabinetry. So these are the 5 elements. Again, the same elements jotted down in pointers. Another key aspect of designing a kitchen is the work triangle. The vertices of this work triangle are the refrigerator, sink and the hob. And mostly the work flows in this triangle itself, so it is very important to form a triangle while planning a kitchen. Also, the refrigerator should be near the entries, because sometimes it is used from outside as well, from the dining spaces and from other areas of the residence. This is how we can make our kitchen fit for the user. When we use drawers can be pulled out completely, so it's easier for the user to look into the drawer and pick out the container of his requirement. Wall units and pull down units again help them not to reach too high. They don't have to stress themselves to reach higher. And use of pull outs. Again, the whole unit can be pulled out, and we can have a look at the unit from either of the sides. We should keep in mind certain points while designing the kitchen. That is, first of all, talk to the client to list out his requirements, get his feedback, discuss his food habits, like what kind of cuisines he likes to have, whether they bake or grill often or occasionally or very frequently. We can list out the appliances or other gadgets that they want in their kitchen. Also, discussing their color combinations and aesthetic sense would help us design the finishing of the kitchen. And we should keep in mind the work triangle concept. Also understand their budget, so that something can be provided to them within their range. Yeah. So again, a depiction of how we can perfectly manage the kitchen. Here, the least used items are placed at the bottommost and the topmost portions of the kitchen. The lesser used items are above the least used items, and the often used items are just below the counter or just above the tiles. That
so easy to reach.
Easy to reach out. Design progression.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Madmja, and you'll get